I'm not a fan of, I know you have repeatedly heard me say, I am not a fan of these three words, good, bad, and better. So you know, writing is a word after another word after another word, but that makes it powerful. It's the order and the combination of words that makes the whole writing concept a fantastic skill. And that's one of the reasons why you are here. So welcome to IELTS Juice. Let's start assessing a letter today. And the letter this time says, your friend is in another country. Write a letter to your friend asking for advice about employment opportunities in his country, or maybe her country. That's no big deal. In your letter, you should say why you want to work there, what skills and work experience you have right now, and inquire benefits, salary, and hours. One thing to note, or actually maybe two. One is the topic specifically tells you that your friend, you have a friend, and your friend lives in another country, and you want to go to that country for a job opportunity. You need to immediately think of the name of the country, and you need to come up with a hypothetical, imaginary friend. So, and a name, and then you need to come up with the name of a job. That's actually very good because most of us work and we're skilled at something, so we can basically come up with our own job experience, and we can express the technical words even about our own job. So that's the first note. And the second one, never, never underestimate the power of IELTS examples. When IELTS gives us an example like this, or maybe it's an essay and you clearly see that it says, for example, A and B. For instance, this and that. Please do not think at it as, oh, kind-hearted, nice IELTS is giving me some suggestions, and of course I can expand on it and I can focus on other aspects. IELTS specifically makes the specific examples to put you at the right direction and wants to know if you can actually stay on those examples and go deeper, or maybe expand on the development for those examples. Do not ignore them. It's very important when you say that IELTS rubric tells you salary and hours. Please make sure that you include salary and hours, working hours, in your letter or essay. So be extra careful when you read a rubric. Nothing in the rubric is written just to help you, or maybe, I don't know, just to make things easier for you. No, they're there for an assessment reason, and we use them to assess your letter or your essay. So be mindful of that. Let's continue. Dear Sarah. Okay, it says his country, but now it's a female. It doesn't matter, really. IELTS doesn't say that we wanted your friend to be a male. It's of really no concern, so don't worry about it. That's not a mistake. I hope you're doing well. Oh, that's an informal letter. That's very good. You're writing to your friend. It's a friendly letter, informal, so that's fine. I hope you're doing well. That's a good opening. I have some questions about the job opportunities in Netherlands. In the Netherlands. So that's the correct name of the country. And I think, yeah, I need a comma but this is rather spoken because you have the same subject and you keep repeating it. In spoken English, you can do that, but in written English, I would have changed the structure of the second sentence. And I think you can help me since you have been living there for 6 years. Oh, okay. So your friend is not Dutch. Your friend is Sarah is not from the Netherlands, and that's how did I understand? How did I come to that conclusion? Because you are using present perfect continuous, so it kind of means temporary. So that I assume Sarah is a friend of yours from your home country. You see, guys, I'm getting this information just by looking at your grammar. I have no further information. That's it. And you can understand how powerful grammar can be. And it's super important when you actually see that the grammar may or may not affect the reader's understanding. First body paragraph. There are a lot of job opportunities in different cities of the Netherlands. That's not usually the case, but okay, good. All right. Comma, especially in Amsterdam. Good. Since there is an economic crisis in my country, oh, I like the word crisis, by the way, and the economic crisis is a very good collocation. Comma, I would like to immigrate to a developed country such as the Netherlands. All right. A bit weak in nature when you say, I would like to immigrate to a developed country such as the Netherlands. I mean, that doesn't matter. Maybe it can be Germany. Maybe it can be, I don't know, the UK or Spain, Canada. You can just say these things, but that makes your argument weak because you really want to go there and you want to make it happen. So it's not such as the Netherlands. You really want to be in the Netherlands. So it's very important to actually go for the country and say that you're passionate about it. To me, this sentence means, yeah, I would like to go to the Netherlands, but if that is not my destiny, okay, no problem. Next, Canada. All right, let's go. That argument is rather weak. I believe that I can establish a good life there with my family. I'm not a fan of, I know you have repeatedly heard me say, I am not a fan of these three words, good, bad, and better. I really don't like these words. They don't carry any meaning, any extra score or potential. They don't add anything to your letter, essay, or if you're writing a report. Hopefully you don't use those words for a report. So please say it something else. I can establish I can establish my family there and have a decent life, you know, and have a peaceful life. Something different. I am an experienced web designer. Wow! Who has hands-on, you need a hyphen here, coding experience. You have hands-on experience. That's the collocation. I mean, your hands are not on the code, like your hands on the monitor. Like, it's not like that. It's hands-on coding experience. And that basically means that, yes, you have first-hand, high-skilled experience in coding. For about 8 years. Wow. It's an informal letter. So writing 18 digits is fine. I would have written EIGHT for any digit below 11. I would do that. For my formal letters, for my essays, definitely, and for my reports, but reports doesn't, writing reports doesn't concern you. I have done several projects in both public and private sectors. Very good collocation. Excellent, excellent point. I mean, yeah, you're very good at selling yourself. Hands-on coding experience, web designer, private and public sectors. You have experience for 8 years. Amazing. I feel like you have value to contribute to the Netherlands as a country. So go for it. For different organizations, which they have been explained with, okay, resource for different organizations which have been explained in detail in my resume. That sounds more natural. Next body paragraph. I want to know a bit more about the advantages of working in Amsterdam. Okay. So this is the third bullet point. So now we talked about the desire, which was quite convincing. Then it was about the skills that you already have, which you did very well. And then the third body paragraph, we're talking about the opportunities in the Netherlands, in specific in Amsterdam. I wonder if it is possible for me to work remotely or not. Okay. Okay, so you want to go there and sit in your home and work from home. Your home in Amsterdam. Okay, fine. I also want to know about the average salary for a web designer. Good. That's it. Please let me know if there are other merits that I have not mentioned, such as pension pay or health insurance. Good point. But remember, we were supposed to talk about you're going to inquire benefits, yes, like salary and working hours, but we didn't talk about the working hours here. And we focused on, we didn't even focus, we just mentioned pension pay and health insurance. That is not the way IELTS would like you to address a bullet point. If that were the case, you see, guys, you could have just simply said, write a letter. In your letter, say why you want to work there. Well, I can say it in one sentence. Since my country is in crisis, I would like to live and work in the Netherlands. What skills and work experience you have? I am a web developer or web designer. Inquire about benefits and salaries. Can you tell me the salary and how many hours do I need to work? Love, Kasra. That's my letter to IELTS, and I'm going to submit it. That is addressing the task, but is that enough? It's never enough. You need to write 150 words. When you ask, it's not just simply you ask. You also need to ask it politely, or maybe it's informal. Okay, you ask it, but you need to ask some follow-up questions. For instance, if you're going to ask for the salary, let's go back here. I also want to know about the average salary for a web designer. Or I would like to know about the average salary, and if I am a web designer who's skilled in this and that, and I can, for instance, come up with a business plan for or I have experience for 1 year in project management. Maybe I can become a project manager. I would like to know if there is a bonus. What's the bonus structure? How it is done? What is the tax system when I receive the salary? How much is it that I actually get in my bank account? And how much is it for the tax? You see, I can use words like tax deductibles if you know those words. If you don't know Just expand on it and say, what is the minimum salary, and what is an average salary for a web designer, for a Dutch web designer who already live and work in Amsterdam. And I would like to know if I bring some other skills to the table, that how much more would I be getting from my company. So you need to come up with more development. So don't just say, yeah, well, that's the salary. And don't forget to talk about hours. What's the average working hours? Is it per day or per week or per month? Should I be working 40 hours a week, or is it like seven and a half hours a day? How do you calculate that? Things like that. I mean, basically, just anything that comes to your mind, but avoid simply asking the question. The bullet point is there to show you the path. So you need to expand on it and develop it more. Waiting for a response and give my best to your family. Good. Love. Completely okay. 195 words. Very good. Let's look at the band descriptors. Yeah. I just told you about these two. The third bullet point in specific was just addressed, and it wasn't sufficiently developed. And yeah, the tone was consistent and friendly. The purpose is generally clear, but I told you, when you say, yeah, I would like to go to these countries, such as the Netherlands, okay, and then if that fails, you go to another country, yeah, that doesn't show the purpose, the purpose that IELTS wanted to hear here in this letter, I mean. In coherence cohesion, the only issue I had was just one instance between which and they. So the transition was faulty. That's all. That's just one mistake. Vocabulary, guys, very good. I didn't have any issue with vocabulary communication. I mean, words were telling enough. I mean, I love the words. I didn't see many genre-specific words, but the range was quite sufficient. So it wasn't wide, but it's varied. And grammar was also okay. So the mistake with which and they is a coherence cohesion mistake. And that's enough. And it doesn't confuse the reader, of course, if that's the case. That's the only error I saw. I didn't, that's that's not the only error, but there were very few errors actually in grammar, and that was just one of a very few errors. 6.5, well deserved. That was a lovely letter, by the way. I really enjoyed reading it. I understood the messages. Some of the messages needed work, needed more development. Well, all in all, I hope you understand now that when you write your letter and your essay, they are going to act as your representatives. And your words and your grammar have very powerful messages. Don't lose sight of that. On that note, I wish you a lovely day ahead.